And welcome to another exciting video. In this one, we'll be learning how we can integrate OAuth provider like GitHub with our Next.js application. So over here, you can see in our Supabase, it provides many providers like email, phone, SAML, Apple, Azure, Bitbucket, Facebook, GitHub, and plenty other providers. We'll be obviously going ahead with GitHub, but before doing that, what we'll do is, so we will be disabling this enable email provider toggle switch, confirm email, and secure email change. Over here, we'll click on save now, and once it's saved, you'll find it disabled over here. Now for GitHub, we'll be obviously going ahead and enabling it, but you'll notice that we need to provide the client ID and client secret along with the callback URL. So here you can see that the callback URL they have already provided us, and it's nothing but just the URL of the project that we have, and then this has been appended by auth v1 callback. So that's already done for us. All we need to do is provide the client ID and client secret. Now for this, we will be heading over to our GitHub repo, and within that, if you see under developer settings, and you can reach to this menu option by going to settings and then developer settings. Within that, you need to click on OAuth apps. Once you do that, you'll have this button which says new OAuth app. Click on that and it will open up the interface. So here I'll be providing the name over here as backend SaaS, and the homepage URL, as we already have seen, it's going to be under API settings, the project URL. So we'll click on copy, we'll get this URL, we'll come over here, we'll paste it over here as homepage URL, and we'll provide a description. And the authorization callback, as I just mentioned, is going to be /auth/v1/callback, and you can verify this by going to this link over here, auth/v1/callback. You can even click on copy and put it over here just to avoid any typing errors. Now once that's done, you can click on register application, and here you can see we are getting the client ID. We'll copy this client ID. We'll go over here, we'll put the client ID in this text box, and then you'll notice we also have client secret. Click on this button and it's going to generate a client secret. Click on copy, and over here we'll be providing that secret. Once that's done, click on save. So here you can now see we have GitHub enabled. Now all we need to do is head over to our Next.js application and implement this. To do that, we'll open up our application. Let's close all the previous opened files. Under pages, we'll be creating a login page. So let's go ahead and click on new file, and over here we'll say login.js. Within this, we will be importing a couple of things like the use effect from React and then the Supabase from the util Supabase directory. Now, use of the use effect to sign in, and here you can see within that what we are doing is we are calling supabase.auth.signin with OAuth, and here we are providing the name of the provider as GitHub, and we're just saying return logging in. So what this is going to do is it will take you to that application that we have configured in our project. Now let's save this and let's go ahead and run this application. So here what we'll do is we'll be just typing this URL login and press enter. So here you can see it's taking us back to the authentication page, and from there it's directly authorizing it. So if you have already configured the application and authenticated once, it will directly go ahead and kind of log you in automatically. Now the same if I go ahead and try it in a private window. So here if I try in the private window and go ahead and log in, you can see that I'm provided this login screen from GitHub, and there I need to provide the username and password and then click on sign in. And here that's what has taken place automatically because I already authorized it once. So you're now properly logged in. But if I have to log out, I need to create a similar page within this pages. So I will create a logout page, let's say logout.js, and within this logout.js file, what we need to do, first of all, we'll import the use effect from React, and then we'll be importing the Supabase from utils. And what we do usually when user clicks on logout link is that we take them back to the home page. And to do that, we'll be requiring a router. So here we'll make use of use router from next router. After this, we will be creating our logout page. And here we'll be making use of the use effect method. So within that, you can see that first of all, we are having the router created. And then within use effect, we're calling this asynchronous function. And when it executes successfully, supabase.auth.signout, we are redirecting the user to home page. And here we're calling the logout method. And it will just display this message logging out. So let's save this as well. And now go back to the page. And instead of this whole access token thing, we'll get rid of it and we'll say logout. Press enter. And here you can see that it has now redirected us back to the home page. And we can repeat this process. Here you can see it's logging in, and then it's redirecting you back along with the access token and everything else which you need to authenticate the user further in the application.